All right, well, our players are good to go, so let's head down to the action. We've got round 2, Spiffirific, number 19 versus number 16, AdequateFinch. Let's head down to the action. All right, welcome everybody to round 2. We've got Spiffirific on the bottom of your screen with kind of traditional Valkyries, and then on the top we've got AdequateFinch on Overloader combo. So this is going to be a race. Let's see if Spiffirific can take it to the house before AdequateFinch is able to go off. Although you can't really be surprised at this point. I mean, if you bring a deck that is not able to at least try to have a game against Overloader to an expedition tournament, I'm not really sure what to tell you.
Right. If AdequateFinch has Condemn, that would help.
Yeah, okay, so AdequateFinch's hand right now is 3 power, D'Angelo Arson, Display of Menace, Realign the Stars. So actually not an amazing hand right here. They do have the Realign the Stars to go get some, but they don't really have any of their value units. They don't really have any pressure, and they don't really have any of their combo pieces. So, but they have their power. Yeah, Menace helps, and they have their power, so that's a good start for sure. Let's take a look at their build real quick to see if they're playing the 4 Overloader main. They're playing the Sunny version, 4 Overloader main, 4 Grenahen, Crafty Occultist, Savior of the Meek. So the value version, if you will, with the Overloader's main, Pyrotech main, and I think it's the Hardiness main too. So this looks like what Watchwolf played. Yeah, pretty much all the combo pieces main and just your disruption in the board.
Yeah, Display Menace, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good display there. Now,
Ooh,
would have been better if it took out the stairs beckoning, but the D'Angelo Arson, yeah, okay.
Arson, and then you've got Savior of the Meek's little dude there prevents. Oh well, I guess Arson did the damage anyway, so
yep.
That was good to go there.
All right, 2 Valkyries though off of stairs beckoning here, and a Rust Grafter as well, and a Cataxia. So Spiffirific dumping the hand, saying let's go, condemn the draw here. That's a pretty good way to take out that site as well. I think you're kind of forced into doing that here. Machinations in hand for AdequateFinch. So if AdequateFinch can find an Overloader, game's over, but don't have one and don't really have any card draw either. This is a team battle as well. Both players on WeStream Games. I wonder if they've played against each other.
Team kill. That's always bad.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that Machination. Wow. So aggressive Machinations, but you know what 2 cards they drew? Overloader and a second copy of Machinations.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but an exploit off the top for Spiffirific.
Oh.
All right. There's something going to take that over. Well timed by both players. That was a bold Machinations on AdequateFinch just for card draw, but
just for cards, I guess.
It worked. That exploit's going to take out that Overloader, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it again. They're already down to 10. This is tough. Now without the Overloader and no way to draw cards, a Devour is not the draw right now.
Devour does not help. So they have, what, 2, 4, 6 damage on board.
Yeah, just going to condemn the site so it doesn't go off, but this is 6 damage coming through. You're going to have to draw a random Grenadin to chump block. Oof. Well, it'll keep him alive, I guess.
That's actually good. Yeah,
that'll take out 2 units. 1 flyer. I guess it'll chump 1 and kill a different one.
Yeah.
Let's see what Rustcrafter can go grab for Spiffirific. Edict of Shavka, Slagmite, Slag, Wyatt's Junkyard, Rizon. Rizon might do it. Can't cast Rizon this turn.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to do it next turn, so maybe it's just Junkyard.
Yeah, just gonna grab Junkyard, but no second Shadow though. I don't know if I like going to the market and grabbing a card I can't cast. All right, here's the Devour. AdequateFinch staying alive. Gonna Devour, gonna snipe one of the Valkyries, gain a little bit of health. Sitting on that backup copy of Machinations in hand, but still no way to get another Overloader. There's a Savior of Meek off the top, so whew. Adequate Finch saying, "Let
Savior.
me just sit back. Let me find it. I'm not dead yet."
Savior.
Although,
Saving the day.
yeah, saving the day with the savior exactly. But it's gonna be tough though, because even if Adequate Finch finds the overloader, you really can't machinations for very much.
Right.
I don't even know.
Oh, and they did that for influence. Okay, so that they took another hit there
Yeah,
off the
so this
vow.
is something that Boxer brought up that honestly I'm gonna admit I had no idea you could do, but it seems dumb that I missed it. You don't have to do the vow effect. You get the
I
power either way, but you only take the 1 damage and discard if you want. So if you already have all your influence, just play the power and say no. I mean
It
that's
was
perfectly fine.
probably like 3 months ago that I finally realized that that was the case, so you're not the only one.
Yeah, no. When Boxer said it, it was like, I wish people did that more. I was like, I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this though. Stone Scar painting off the top, which gives
I
Spifferific the second shadow. I guess Spifferific just
okay,
knew
so
that was on top of the deck the whole time. That must have been why they got that. Psychic plays there.
so what do they play off of that? Chemical rounds?
Gonna play Treachery. Deal
No.
2 damage. They discard a unit or site of your choice. Super relevant, but yeah, gonna attack in here. This is gonna put Adequate Finch down to 3-4 with the life gain, with the life steal there. I don't know if Adequate Finch can even win though if they draw the Overloader. That's the problem. It's gonna be game. All right, Spifferific. That was pressure.
That's great.
That's what you want it to do. If you want to know how to beat Overloader, it's put pressure on, and that's what we saw right there. Spifferific getting that done. Gonna put that pressure on.
I mean, it's not like I'm, you know, actively not wanting Overloader to win, but if somebody finds a way to, make it a little bit more difficult, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, what was super interesting in that matchup too was that Adequate Finch had the win actually off of the first machinations. Doing the value machinations just to draw cards actually drew them into the combo, but then Spifferific perfectly top decked the exploit, and that was kind of amazing how that worked out for both players. Both players got kind of lucky, but
Yeah.
all right, here we go down to game 2. Adequate Finch keeping a hand of 4 power, a Devour, a Realign the Stars, and a Savior of the Meek. So awkward hand again, but I guess the Savior of the Meek token plus a Devour is pretty good. You mentioned good usernames. Adequate Finch is a great one as well.
Adequate Finch is among the very best. Like
Spifferific keeping a hand of 3
the,
power, Ataxius, Deathwing, Linax Molten Wing, and a Martial Efficiency.
what I can't for some reason I'm drawing a blank on the book.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, yeah.
All right, Adequate Finch going to fire off there. Another Martial Efficiency to draw. Now, those can do a lot of damage out of nowhere, but Watch Ring support as well. Decision time, but yeah, gonna go with let's get the unit on board first. Battlemaster Cataxius, a 2/3 for 2. When you play a relic weapon, Cataxius and each weapon in the deck gets its battle skills and +1/+1. Shadow Slicer the draw.
Unfortunately, that doesn't have the. That doesn't. Right.
Does not have the Valkyrie Warp. That's true.
Valkyrie Warp. So.
I'm going to trigger a Devour for Adequate Finch, so get that on. All right, there's Scrounger and a Display of Menace, so a little bit, and a Dark Wisp. So here comes the units in the card draw that Adequate Finch was missing last game. Remember, whenever you play a relic weapon, so Battlemaster Cataxius did get that +1/+1. Did not get, as you mentioned, the quick draw though, because it was not warped. Although that's pretty sick combo, and you can.
Right. Yeah. All right. So drawing a card.
The draw is Dazzle.
Big. Okay, Dazzle.
No second primal though. Notably, Adequate Finch out of power, missing. Don't need necessarily. You can still go off with Arson and don't need Dazzle, but it's nice to have another primal and another fire. But they do have the 3 shadow at bare minimum. But I don't like being stuck on 4 power here.
Yeah, I mean you need the double influence of fire though.
If you go for
So,
explosion, yeah, you can go for arson as
yeah.
well with one of
That's
each, but it's harder to do that for sure. But if you're stuck on fire, it's not impossible. But yeah, you're right.
forgot
You
about
do want the double fire on the pyrotech explosion, which Finch does have in hand. But here we go. This is a lot of damage coming through for Spiff. And Adequate Finch can't use the dazzle to slow this down at all. That's gonna put Adequate Finch down to 6.
6. Ooh, this is rough.
Gonna go get a hardiness. All right, Stone Scar painting, but you can painting, I guess, and pyrotech explosion the Axios, I guess. But you're still going down to 2. Oh, this is just rough for Finch.
Fantastic, yeah.
So much damage last turn from Spiffirific. Those 2 copies of Martial Efficiency. I wonder if Spiffirific said, "I want to beat Overloader, so I'm going to bring a deck that packs a huge punch really quickly."
Well, people have been playing, this deck on ladder a bit more.
Yeah.
I think, thinking maybe it can do that. Get some.
Dead gonna play out the big pig.
Big pig. I love that.
I guess, yeah, you can use the hardiness to keep it alive, eat the weapon, but still gonna have to chump block Cataxius here. Go to 5.
Maybe Big Pig ought to be your next emote.
Yeah, you think so, Big Pig? I think we got it. We do have our next emote coming soon. I'm gonna get that finalized here shortly, but yeah, I think Spifferific's gonna take this one. I don't think Overloader combo can do a lot of things, but it can't beat this time.